beautiful people. Welcome back to MCJ's Art Studio. My name is Mariel. I'm a contemporary artist, and here you'll find everything that deals with my life and work as a contemporary artist. I promised that I would continue with this particular painting and that I would show you the end result. However, there were so many things happening in between, plus, I got sick. So that did not really happen. You want to know what happened really this week? Well, keep watching. Okay, so today is Friday and we are in the gym. So, like you already know, especially the subbies, I am big on having some activity, physical activity in your life. It is a good way to keep yourself healthy, to keep everything flowing, and also to build power and strength in your body. And for me, it's a really good moment just to, release any stress, tension, negativity that might be in my body. It's a really good way to do it. And I've been doing this for years. I don't really make a lot of footage from this because, listen, I'm in a public space. So I do have to be mindful of who is around me. People are not asking to be in the scene. So I have to be pretty discreet with it. Okay, so I've done my exercises, ready to go because I have to do some groceries and other activities for the day. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Well, this was the moment that I thought I heard somebody coming in. So I pushed my phone down real quickly. Like I already said, this is a public space, people. And it's kind of awkward if you're filming yourself and somebody comes by, like, oh, what she's doing over there. Luckily, I can laugh about it. I don't take it too seriously. I'm doing this for y'all, okay? Okay. Okay. Well, ready to go. I'm gonna pick something at the grocery store real quickly. And tonight, I'm going to make some footage, some shots of the practice, of the training practice of my son's team. They play American football. And for their social media page, I thought it would be a good thing to show people what it is that they do. But I'm going to show a little bit of that later on as well. But first, let's get ready to leave. We are at the store to grab some oatmeal really fast. That is like my favorite food to have, especially if you're training really hard like this. I forgot how expensive food is getting. This is not normal. Oh my gosh. Let me grab something and just leave. Okay, we got things to do. Man, y'all cannot see me. Okay. So today is the practice before the game that my son's team is going to play. This is going to be their last match for the season. So I was here to make some snaps, shots, pics, to make sure that we have some material for the social media page. I'm at Belmer Sport Park and I'm now walking past the theater. So now I'm on my way to the station to go home. It's 10 o'clock. It's late. And I'll talk to y'all later. It's late and it's time to go home. Good active day. As soon as I get home, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed early because I also have to be here tomorrow again because they are having a match. Oh, when I'm telling you I'm tired, I am tired. And unfortunately, the next day, it was raining tremendously. Now, I have to tell you, this is one of the challenging situations to photograph something. I don't think I'm going to do this again, but I learned something new. and they won, fortunately. So it's worth it.
What's up, you guys? So, I'm not feeling all too well. And more of the story, I don't feel all too well. I haven't been doing anything this past week for MCJ Studio. This whole week I've been busy with, well, actually, the past week I've been busy with the preparation for the homecoming that my son's team was about to play. They won for this particular season, 6 wins in a row. Whoop, whoop. Really happy for them. But as you could see, well, no, you couldn't see that because I didn't make any footage of it. But last Sunday, which was the day of the homecoming, the match, it was raining like crazy. Like freaking crazy. It was raining like crazy. And the day before that, and I added some footage as well in the video. I was recording some parts of the practice. I did some photos and videos of the practice. Um, and there it was already pretty cold and misty, but nowhere did I suspect or could I anticipate on the drama that would happen on the Sunday. It started raining, y'all, and this is typical Dutch weather. I'm not even gonna um, start complaining about the weather because it's no use. If when you live in the Netherlands, not if you live in the Netherlands, when you live in the Netherlands, the Dutch climate, um, listen, just get used to it. I've been living here for 39 years, people. That's my age. 39 years, and I still haven't even got used to the whole thing. However, it was raining, it was cold, but I gotta commend the people that showed up for the kids. I mean, like, and I'm saying kids, like there are some youngins, like they are in elementary. No, they're not. These are almost grown men. Um, but I mean, I gotta commend the people that came up and still came in the weather to support the team. You know what I did notice? And that is not to take away the support and the love that was coming from the Dutch people. But I gotta tell you something. Every time when I would join the team and they would play out, so in another country, and I've been to, where have I been? I've been to France and I've been to Belgium with the guys. And I gotta tell you, the people show out. This is not, you know, I'm not talking about the number of people that you can count on both hands. I'm talking about the number of people, you already see that there's like a whole, the whole club just came. The club, the friends, the family members, the relatives, boyfriend, girlfriend, acquaintances, everybody who knew about the game came to watch the game. And that is the type of support I feel that could be, we can up a notch in that. Up a notch. But yeah, they won and they played in the freezing cold with all of the rain. And they're already used to it, of course, because they have to get adjusted to the different climates and, the grass and you can't say, well, because it's raining, we're not going to play. They will play. Right? It's easier for people that our supporters to say, well, listen, I'm not going to bring my ass up all over there. I mean, it's raining. I'm sitting here with my blanket, a hot cup of cocoa, and a new series that I can binge on Netflix. Why am I going? I commend all the people that showed up. I was a little bit scared for my camera though, because This is the second time. Is it the second time? One, two, three. No, the third time that I've been using the new camera lens. As you already know, I have a new camera lens. You want to see it? Go over here. Let's hope that I'm pointing in the right direction. Is it the right direction? Yeah. So yeah, I think it just had an effect on me. The weather had an effect on me. I'm not sick, and it's not Covida. Let's keep her out of this mess. Okay, Covida, no. I'm just, just a little bit congested, a little bit raw. It's annoying. It's kind of annoying. Every time I swallow, I feel it, but nothing that hot tea, mint tea with some lemon can't solve. And drinking, of course, a lot of water and taking vitamin C. That always helps. And I already was taking in a lot of vitamin C, so that absolutely helps. So, like I said, I haven't been working on anything that I wanted to do. Fram suggested. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight because I'm really tired. It's so exhausting to be sitting with like lightly, slightly irritated sinuses and a little bit of a raw throat. So and you're sniffing the whole time, so my head is just also hurting. Because I'm gonna watch the final season of what's it called? Love is Blind. Listen, y'all. Now this channel is not all about that, but sometimes we can talk about it, right? The mundane stuff of life. We can talk about it. The things that really don't have anything to do with the artsy fartsy smancy schmancy things. Bless me. Okay, so listen. This Love is Blind thing. I don't know if there are people that are watching it, but if you have Netflix and you're into those type of things, go watch Love is Blind. It is, I find it such an interesting experiment, social experiment. It basically comes down to the fact, is love really blind? Can people who have never seen each other have conversations, converse with each other, swap information, and basically fall in love with each other? Some do, most don't. And I have a theory about that. And it's a theory, of course. It's not a fact, it's a theory. But after watching 3 seasons and seeing the number of successful couples that came out of it, a couple of things come up. And one of the things is uh, I'm amazed by the way that people are interviewing each other, because dating is nothing more than just having an interview with each other, right? An interview in the form of a conversation. And you're dressed up or you're having coffee. I don't know what it is that you do. You know, the questions that people ask each other. When these people are going for someone they want to marry, right? They want to marry, even if at the end of the experiment they decide not to marry with each other. The purpose is that you marry with each other eventually. You go towards it. For many of them, right, that join into the show, they want to get married. They want to get married. So I'm very, very amazed by the questions that they are asking each other, or actually the lack of substantial questions that they are asking each other, and also what they are listening to. Listening is a skill. Listening is a skill. Do not take that for granted. To listen to what someone is giving to you as information, but also what they're not giving to you as information, that is a skill, people. And a lot of them don't listen. What a lot of them do is romanticize They have this cutout of what they want in their life, and they hope that the person who's sitting in the other pod fits the cutout. And whatever they have not received as information, they just fill it up, and fill that whole cutout up, right? Number two, the amount of projection that people have upon each other. And we all on this planet, in some form, some way, have been guilty of this, right? Somewhere in our lives, and some people still are doing it. Somewhere we all have projected something on someone else until someone would tell us, hey, listen, what you are doing has to do with you and it has nothing to do with me. And the amount of projection that people are just implementing on someone else, it's out of this world. It's out of this world. And I wish that people would catch on to it a lot sooner, a lot sooner, and just sit with somebody and say, hey, listen, you might have had trust issues in the past. Somebody might have cheated, misused, or manipulated your trust in the past. But when you step into this relationship, I need for you to trust me. I do not want you to project your insecurity. I don't want you to project your insecurity upon me, right? I don't want you to project it on me. I want the two of us to trust each other and build on that. I wish a lot of more people would catch on to that and just sit the other person down. Number three, right? I'm 39 years old, right? The chances that I will meet somebody who is 10 years younger than me are highly likely, and I have in my life. I don't mind, by the way, not at all. I'm looking at your maturity level. What have you experienced in life that will allow you and I to connect with each other? And that doesn't always have to do with it doesn't always have to do with the number. However, the number is a great indicator. The number is a great indicator of where somebody is standing in their life. Hence, me saying you need to hear what somebody has been through in the life to see what the maturity level is and how they deal with people, certain subjects, situations, and scenes. If you're dealing with in this particular season, the season number 3, there is a 30-year-old man that's going with a woman that's mature. She's older than him. And in the pod, I could already see that she was questioning whether his maturity level was really there, right? And unfortunately, there were many instances where you could see that the way that he was looking on life and the way that he would respond to her, there was just way too big of a gap when it came to maturity. You could obviously see that she was a lot more mature than he was, but and listen carefully, in the sense of dealing with life, she was way more mature. But she as well had her own issues when it came to security and needing the security and um, actually wanting him to be something that he just cannot be. Not at this particular moment. She was asking way too much of him. Way too much of him. Way too much of him. And that can lead to a lot of chaos. It can lead to a lot of chaos, people. a lot of chaos and headbutting. Headbutting. Things will be said that are not necessary to be said. Um, you know, things will be done that are also not necessary, and that is just because people are not at that. They don't center themselves properly. Just a mess. It's just a mess. Child, it's just a mess. And number four is um cultural differences. There is a couple in Love is Blind, and I'm purposefully saying not the names because I want you to go and watch it. If I say the names, then it's a little bit easy. You have to go and watch it. There's a couple in there, and one of them is Ghanaian, and the other one is from African descent, half African. And it's just interesting to see what happens because the person who is from Nigerian, full African descent, and went to the United States to go and study and work, this person was from the full belief that um, we are going to continue these Nigerian traditions and rituals when we get married. When we get married, we're going to continue these traditions. The other person is like, heck no. When they got to meet the friends even said, I don't know what it is that you're thinking, but this person is way from being the traditional person that you think that you're going to meet. And those things are, I'm not saying that it can be a huge obstacle, but when expectations are being put on each other and they are not thoroughly spoken out and worked out, they definitely can be a huge problem. They definitely can be a huge problem. Definitely. You can love each other as much as you want to, but if one side of the family has certain traditions in which there is a certain gender role in the household, and one party has to be submissive while the other one has to be dominant, and you're totally not used to that, you're like, that's not the way I'm living. That can be a huge burden in a relationship if it's not if and when it's not thoroughly straightened out. You need to straighten out. You need to straighten it out. And number five is the last one. So number five is, and now I have to think for that because, listen, y'all, my nose is killing me. Oh, gee. Number five is this, and this goes out for the ladies, right? Men, I love y'all. I absolutely love y'all. But this is for my sisters. And I don't care from what nationality, what ethnicity you come from. Sister is sister. Sister, listen. Listen, woman. When a man sits with you and he fully gloats and imagines himself with his ideal woman, and you are nowhere near that, and he actually makes it really, really obvious and clear that he is physically absolutely not attracted to you, like absolutely just not attracted to you, what in the hell are you doing in that relationship? What are you doing in there? Get out. I mean, it might be the cancer in me. It might be because I'm a cancer. I don't know. When I hear that, I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna look at you sideways. I'll be like, all right, bruh, I got you. I got you, bruh. And I will be taking my stuff and I'll be like, okay, well, it's been nice. It's been real. And I'm out. And he'd be like, well, where are you going? I said, home. I ain't staying. Especially if the person is making it so clear and is stressing and emphasizing that for him it is just absolutely important that he has a physical attraction to someone. Some men are like, you know, well, this is my type, but the woman that I'm seeing right now, oh my gosh, she's nowhere near my type, but she is absolutely beautiful. They can be. There's a segment of men that do that. He is not part of that tribe. Okay? He ain't part of that tribe. He's nowhere in the proximity of that tribe. Okay? He is not part of that club. This man has made his point clear, clear, clear that he was just not, absolutely not attracted to her, and tried to reassure her that her character was more than enough for him to fall in love with her and to be with her and wanting to marry her. That, people, for me, is a huge red flag. And I'm amazed by the fact that she didn't see it as a red flag as well. And I can imagine when you have to also think about this. You're in an environment that conduces a certain situation, a certain feeling, a certain vibe. So it's easy for people who are watching the series Love is Blind to say, I would never, never, I would never do that. It's so easy for us to say that. But in that particular situation, it is a it's different. I can totally get that it's different and that you look at it in a different way. You want it to work. So for her, I absolutely can, I have empathy for the fact that she wanted to make it work and she wanted to give him a chance to know, get to know her, right? And she was also very adamant about, well, listen, I'm not your type, but you have chosen me. So get to know me as a person. Um, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have left. I would have left ASAP. I would have left ASAP. That's a telltale sign that that man is not interested in you. So, ladies, if a man is telling you flat out, like, you're not my type and I'm not physically attracted to you, chances are he won't be physically attracted to you 2 weeks from now or 3 months from now because he already seen what he's looking at. There's nothing that you can lose the weight or gain the weight. You can get yourself some booty. You can get yourself some tetas. Okay, you can get yourself some lips. You can lighten the skin color if that is what his type is all about. It doesn't matter. For men, it just works differently. It does. It really does. This segment of men that I'm talking about, it just works differently. It just works differently. When a man tells you that, ladies, leave. Leave, 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 leave. Okay, well, that is it, people. I'm going to get myself some hot tea and I will talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.